Hi folks, it's Pete here from Ashton's Cars, and today I'm actually at Cardiff Airport and I'm driving. I've just come to pick my colleague up from the airport. He's due back in any moment, and I've come down here in our 35,000 mile Jaguar S-Type. This is a 2.7 litre diesel model and it's an SE specification. Very unusual to find one of these with low mileage now. So when I heard there was a 35,000 mile one available, I did jump on it. I was quite excited by the prospect of having one of these again. Haven't had one for some time. Much as I love Jaguars, it tends to be more XFs and XEs that we get coming our way these days, and we simply do not see many S-Types in this condition, let alone ones with such an amazingly low mileage. It's got history with it, full history of this car as well. It came with an actual box folder full of receipts. So Dennis, who you may have met, is our resident driver. He is due back to the airport any moment, and he loves these cars, so I thought I'd give him a little treat as he's just back in the UK. He's just been on holiday to Benidorm, sampling its delights, and I thought I'd give him a little treat by pulling up in the Jag to take him home. And I do love a Jag. And yeah, let's have a quick look over this one. It's fresh into stock. I haven't really done anything with it. Just stuck my trade plates on it and come straight down the airport. So you're sort of seeing the car with me. It's in very good condition, as you would expect. There's a couple of very light marks here on this back bumper, which I'm pretty confident I'll be able to T-cut out of it. It's sitting on very good rubber. It's got P0s on the back, Pirelli P0s, and then up the front we've got some Bridgestones, all of which are very good. The overall presentation is fantastic, and as you can see, it's the nice metallic blue finish, very similar to my own XJ that I'm currently using. So, but of course my XJ's done 160,000 miles. This particular car, massively 125,000 miles less than my XJ. Absolutely unbelievable, because it's on a 56 plate, this is. So it's, what, 19 years old this year? So astonishingly low mileage. The condition of it is pretty much as good as they come. Look at that. You've got the big screen on this as well with the navigation. It was quite ahead of its time back in 2006. Of course, it does look a little bit archaic now, but look at the condition of those seats. And they've got I love the fact they've got the piping on them. Proper old school Jag. How I wish they were still making cars like this. Simple taking off. If you can hear me over the plane, ignore my jacket on the back seat. Just look at the condition of it. Armrest that comes down by there. It's got the cup holders in it. Look, I don't think they've ever been used. Just beautiful condition. Look in the boot. There's a little button by here that you press underneath. Colossal boot. Loads of room, as Clarkson would say, for the oil paintings that you've stolen as a Jag driver. Look at that. Full-size spare wheel. Proper full-size spare wheel. Massive battery. Very clean. Always when you're buying one of these, look for any water in the bottom of that wheel well. Something that they do suffer with, and they've got a few electrical components there. I've come a cropper before with water in the wheel well causing an electrical fault on one of these. Not something that I would ever want to happen twice. Keeping an eye out for Dennis as well, but he hasn't arrived, so let's have a look at this engine. Catch release is just by here. Up it goes. So this is a 2.7 litre turbo diesel V6 and produces, I think, 204 horsepower, if I'm being a nerd enough for you. There's not a lot to see because there's lots of plastic covers under the bonnet, but it's sweet as a nut, this engine is. They're brilliant. It's the same engine that you had in the Disco 3, the Land Rover Range Rover Sport, that sort of thing. Always ultimately more reliable in the Jaguar for some reason, though I guess it's just got less weight to haul around. And this one is absolutely peachy sweet because, of course, 35,000 miles as I keep going on about, it's nothing on a car like this. And here we are back at base with the Jaguar. I've retrieved Dennis from the airport, and I've done a few miles in this car now, because it's about a 40 mile each way round trip to Cardiff Airport from here, so about 80 miles round trip, and I've really enjoyed driving it. When I was coming out of the airport, there was a chap looking down lustfully at me from his Jaguar I-Pace EV, and I could just, well, I don't know if he'd had one of these in the past, or maybe it was a car that he used to enjoy and that got him into the brand, and that's how he's got a Jaguar now. He was looking at me, and I could just tell he wished he was behind the wheel of this old S-Type. It's just got something about it, hasn't it? I mean, this car was based loosely on the shape of the Jaguars of the late 50s, early 60s. They were the proper sort of villainous Jaguars, the getaway cars, the car that the baddie always drove in those old films, and a car on which Jaguar's forged its reputation since. It's all changed now with these the rebrand of Jaguar, which is ongoing, where it's trying to be less aggressive, going to be an EV only company, and they've even doing away with the famous growler, which is displayed on my steering wheel there so beautifully, because apparently that is just too aggressive for the modern customer that they're after. Well, I think Jaguar are making a big mistake, because this car is what Jaguar is all about, and cars like it. The performance is fantastic, it's graceful, it's quiet, it's dignified, but at the same time you just know it's got a devilish side to it as well. And it to me is the absolute what this brand is all about, and I'm going to miss cars like this. So let's have a quick look inside it. I've shown you enough and gone on enough about how lovely it is outside. Let's have a look in here. You'll excuse I've been driving it. Now, earlier on, you might notice when I took some interior shots at the airport, it had some horrible rubber mats in it, but they were covering the original Jaguar overmats, which are absolutely pristine. Look at that. They're in the back as well. Original mats, original interior. It's like literally like a time machine, this car is. Let's just jump in. Proper leather and wood steering wheel. An option, I think, on the SE, that. You've got the proper Jaguar J-gate there, which was what their famous J-gate automatic. As you know, on the XF and later cars, that gave way to a dial. Well, this is what Jags had for years, this J-gate. They were famed for it. Back in when I used to drive XJSs, it was a similar pattern. Sport mode, which is selected there with that S. This one has got the electronic handbrake. You can look at that as a plus or a minus, depending on your viewpoint. And it's got the cruise control, which I've been using today, which is working perfectly. As is everything on this car. It's got front and rear parking sensors. They're working perfectly. And just listen to this engine when I start it up. Do the startup sequence quickly for you. Those lights are not flashing. That's the recording equipment that makes it look like they are. Let's start her up. 35,000 miles, look, on the left there, you can see. I'll give it a quick rev. You hear the turbo kick in. Beautiful sound to it. It's about as good as diesels get in terms of the sound. Let's press that OK button there. We've got the navigation. Everything in this car works as it should and as it did when it was new. It's nearly 19 years old now, but I really cannot fault it in any way, shape or form. We have got the volume controls on this side of the steering wheel, the cruise on the right. Electric windows, front and rear, all working perfectly. You can see I've got the front ones down already, and there's the backs, just to show you that they work. And obviously these front ones all work perfectly as well. I'll knock it off a second because I don't want to be just sat here idling it for the sake of it, but it's a beautiful engine, beautiful sound. I've just done 80 miles in it. my colleague who dropped it to me this morning has done over 200 miles in this car before dropping it off, and it has not missed one beat in that time. I've got a big box of receipts for it, which I'm going to go through and put on the listing. I've checked the mileage. I've done all the national mileage register checks and stuff on it. It is genuine. When you open the door, you probably can't see this, but that wheel actually pops up slightly. The seat goes back slightly to allow me easier access in and out of the car. Seats, by the way, are of course heated. It's a full SE spec, this car is, which, you know, was the go-to model in the day. It was probably one of the most popular ones, but I don't think there's too many around now with this sort of mileage, this sort of condition on them. So it makes this a very rare car. I had a quick scan, couldn't see anything online that was even comparable with it in terms of mileage and condition, I'll be honest here. So these marks on the back bumper here, they're very light, but I'm probably going to get my paint guy to have a look at those. They're only lacquer deep, but I think it'll benefit from having a little bit of a magic touch on it. So we're going to get that done and make this absolutely perfect, because it deserves to be. What a beautiful thing. Someone has really, really taken care of this car. Imagine buying this and only racking up 35,000 miles in 19 years. I do that mileage in 12 months, less than 12 months. So to me, it's astonishing. It probably is to you as well, to have a car like this with such low mileage. Crazy, crazy low mileage. Anyway, please feel free to comment below your own thoughts and stories on Jaguar S-Types. I'm sure there's going to be a few out there. It's an iconic shape, isn't it? And I prefer it now than I did in 2006, if I'm being honest. Back then I thought, oh, it's a bit retro and it's a bit naff. Now I just love it, and it's because we're being spoon-fed crossovers and SUVs that all look the same. So something like this that's actually very distinctive and got its own style, all of a sudden you're just thinking, God, that's cool. Or I am. Let us know your thoughts though below. Comment, subscribe of course if you haven't done so already. Why have you not done that? If you've come this far on the video, hit the subscribe button now, and of course give us a like, give it a share with your friends and family, and give us a call if you're interested in buying this, or indeed anything else that we've got for sale currently. This car is going to get snapped up by someone, I'm pretty sure, quite quickly. It's not ULEZ compliant, so that could be a sticking point if you live in London or Bristol or Birmingham and you want to use it as a daily. But apart from that, it would make a fantastic daily for you. Here in Wales, we haven't got any congestion zones, so what a fantastic car to use as a daily car. And yes, I am tempted myself, but save me from being adding another car to my collection, please. Come and buy this car off me, please, before I tax it up and start using it. 07932 873 646 is my number. Give us a call. We take part exchange. We're happy to arrange delivery of this car anywhere in the UK, and we will be all too glad to put a deal together for you to suit you. So 07932 873 646. Catch us at ashtonscars.co.uk. And thanks ever so much for watching our videos. It is much appreciated. Have a great day wherever you are. I will be back soon with more cars, more car buying advice, and possibly some 2CV racing on the weekend, and some truck racing as well. So we will hopefully see you very, very soon. Bye for now.